Hello, my name is Robert Chapman. Thanks for watching this video. For this exercise series, you will need no special equipment, just floor space on the ground.
Go ahead and let's get rolling, all right? So I'm just going to kind of keep continuing on what I've been doing in terms of just what I've been calling it in terms of shifty hips. Oh, we got Leslie coming in too. So so what we're going to be doing is we're going to just, you can use a mat, of course, but just understand that today we're going to be moving a good bit. Of course, yes, it all goes into stretching.
Hey, Laura.
But hey, but I just want to get you guys just moving a little bit more. That makes sense, and also stretching at the same time. A little bit more functional. So that being said, let's go ahead. I'll back away. And we're going to start on the ground. And first things first, what we're going to do is, and again, like I said, you can have a mat down on the ground, but first thing we're going to do is actually lay all the way down. I do want you on your elbows. So I want your shoulder directly above your elbows. We're going to go ahead, bring our legs together. So I want the knees and the ankles touching as much as they can. And we're going to go side to side. So just a nice, easy lobster tail. So from here, go ahead over to the side, touch down, and boom, other side, touching down. We're going to try to keep our shoulders square with the ground, and we should feel that low back and hip really swiveling, i.e., hence the term we're calling today's session shifty hips. So we're just shifting a little bit. Like I said, feeling that spine, and especially that low back, just really kind of articulating and moving on itself. Up next, we are going to turn around. We're going to be on our backs, and we're just going to do pretty much the same thing, just reverse on our back. Let's go just a few more. Perfect. And here we go. We'll find a nice stopping point, and we'll go ahead turning it on over. As we turn it on over, I still want you to keep those ankles together, those knees together. Now we're just flat on our backs, and we're just kind of lifting those our feet off the ground. And all we're going to do, shoulders up against the ground, and we're just going to shift. And if the shoulder comes up off of the ground, that's okay. We're just rotating through, feeling that back and that whole spine really articulating. The chest and back are also opening up as well as we're going through this movement. Perfect. Up next, we're just going to go into a reverse tabletop. I'm going to show two different options on that reverse tabletop. And the point of it is to open up that front hip flexor. You got to think about it. We do a lot of squats, a lot of swings, sitting. Those front of the hips can get awfully tight really quick. So we'll go ahead opening them up, as well as opening up that chest and front of the shoulders. So we'll go ahead, find a nice stopping point. As we find a nice stopping point, we're going to go ahead, placing those heels into the ground, slight bend in those elbows, coming up. Fingertips are facing away from us. Option one is we're right here, head hanging back, and we're just feeling that chest, the chest opening up as we're pushing that chest out. Also, we can extend a little bit as well, up. Option two, or V2. Version 3, we can go ahead, bring those feet in, knees directly above our ankles, go ahead, pushing up, and boom, we're right here, and it's just a reverse tabletop. We'll take a few breaths, and then we'll bring it back down, and then rinse and repeat just a few times right here, just opening up. Pick either V1, option 2, or option 3. Here we go, one more big deep breath in. Exhale, go ahead, bring it on down. We'll relax. Here we go. Bring it back up. 3, 2, boom. Go ahead. Bringing it on back up and just opening up, opening up. Perfect, perfect. Up next, we're going to do a kickstand and reach over. So let's go ahead, breathe. Few more moments, few more breaths, and then we'll bring it down and then we'll transition into our next position. Again, really pushing those hips forward, opening up that front side. All together, big deep breath in. Exhale. Go ahead, bring it on down. As we bring it on down, we're going to go ahead. Let's say we're on our left side. What we're going to do is we can have two different options. We can either be down on our elbows, feet into the ground. We're going to take that back leg, is flat, bottom of the foot flat on the floor. We're going to squeeze through the glutes, coming up at an angle, and then taking that top hand and then just reaching up. So we're here, bang, reach up, and then just bringing it back down. That's one option. Option two, we can come up onto our hands, reaching up and reaching over and bringing it all the way down. Nice and controlled, all the way up, reach, and then bringing it down. Pressing through the ground, through our right foot. Really, really just reaching, getting into that lat, getting a lot of different things going. We'll go a few more, then we'll switch sides. Here we go, we'll go 2 more. If you're pacing with me, reach, down, one more, up, and down. We'll go ahead, you can roll on over. I'll switch sides. We'll get set up from here with the setup, and go ahead, come up, push, and bring it on down. Again, we're squeezing, pushing through those glutes, reaching up and over with our hand. Reach, 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 and back. So a few more, then we'll transition. We're going to go ahead up onto one knee in our next position. Actually, I'm so sorry, standing up in our next position. Reach. Here we go, go 2 more, 2 more. Perfect, go ahead, bring it down, one more. Reach, stretch, and bring it on down. We'll go ahead, coming all the way up. And we're going to put just a few things together again, getting shifty with those hips. So let's go ahead, have a nice wide base. By having a nice wide base, feet can go ahead and be about shoulder width apart, maybe even a little bit more. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to start by going over to your right hip. So we're going to go actually into a lunge, pushing those hips back, really feeling it open up. We're only going as deep as we feel comfortable. Soft bend in both knees. We're going to come up. As we come up, we're going to actually go ahead, swiveling your right knee in, coming down into a lunge. We can either have our knee on the ground. I prefer you have your knee on the ground. Once it's on the ground, we're going to take those hands. We're going to reach back, reaching up and over the up knee, which would be your left knee. Reach. And then we'll go ahead, come back up, and then come on down. I'll go ahead and give you a second. If you want, you can go ahead, grab your mat or something soft to where your knee's going to be landing. And then let's go ahead and get after it. So go ahead, take a moment, grab something, and then we're going to get into that movement series. All right, so we'll go ahead and get into the movement series. Again, nice and slow. The whole point is just getting movement, getting shifty in those hips. So here we go. Pushing back into that, your right hip, push, 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 push back, boom, coming up under control. Go ahead, rotating in, coming down onto that knee, and then rotate, opening up, then bring it on back, coming on up, and then boom, pushing back into that hip. Squeezing through those glutes, open up that front hip, which is already open. Boom, we're down and open up. We'll knock out about 2 more, and then we'll rinse and repeat. Same thing, other side. Right here, push back. Each time you should feel you should go a little bit further back. Down, open up. We'll hit one more. Back, up, down, and open. Perfect. Let's go ahead. Reset just a little. And we'll do the same thing, just other side. So here we go. As we're set up, go ahead, pushing back into your left hip. Coming up, then rotating down, then rotating again over that top knee. Rotate, bring it back, come up, and then pushing back. They're really pushing back, taking our time as we're going through the movement. Again, we're trying to build strength and stability as we're just getting more and more mobile, activating a few muscles along the way. Hang up. We'll go a few more before we change it up. Perfect. Right there. Here we go. We'll knock out 2 more. 2 more. Here, boom, down. Here we go. 1 more. 1 more. We go pushing back on that hip, really opening up. Bringing it forward, squeezing forward. Boom, dropping down, and then rotating. Perfect. Here we go. I'm going to leave you with this. Last thing we're going to do is we're just going to go into that kneeling lunge that we just did. And we're also going to get that upper body form rotating as well. So a little windmill into a kneeling lunge. So what we're going to do is have a little fun, taking those hands, placing it over on your left side. I'm going to go ahead, bring them up and over, and then just coming down into that lunge, and then coming up and over, and then over to the other side. So let's go ahead and get going. Hands over on your left side, and let's go right here. Up, over, really reach, and then bringing it down. Getting comfortable with getting up and getting down. As we get older, we typically either do one or the other. If we're up, and if we're down, we're down. Let's go ahead, we're just blurring that line, getting those hips nice and shifty, but also getting comfortable with getting up and getting down. Go a few more, really reach, stretching out that back, chest, arms, really reach up to the sky. Take your time, we'll go just a few more moments, and then we'll wrap it up. Reach over. Here we go. We'll go 1 more each side, right here, and bring it on back. And we'll go ahead, pausing right there, and we'll call it a session. Thank you all for coming. Thanks for staying.
Again, thanks for watching this video. I hope you take away a few tools that you can use on your everyday life and along your fitness and wellness journey. That said, be safe, be well, until next time.